lived. Hello, everyone. And congratulations to... Oh, wait. Congratulations to me. Look, I won. Just kidding. A big congratulations to Piper, who's wearing my head. You can take it off, Piper. Add insult to injury. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well done.
Yay.
What did everyone think? Like, who has a good story to tell of what happened?
Oh man.
It got crazy.
Let me just.
Right, let's all take a seat.
Shall we say it in the order that we died, so we could go around?
Ooh.
Right, okay, so I died from a witch.
That was scary.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Who died after me? Was it Lizzie?
I think so.
I think Ashley killed Lizzie. Then who died?
And then I think it was me and Mousy,
remember.
maybe.
Yeah, how did you guys die?
I think it was me.
Oh,
So
man.
Ashley and Aurelian killed us.
Man.
And I was really proud of us though. We got full enchants and we had some golden apples. We named our swords. It was a candy killer and
the Booganator.
Oh wow.
Who got enchanted?
And then
I was holding
disco
that.
boots.
Uh-huh.
We had a pet pig named Boogie Bacon.
Uh-huh.
It goes back and forth. We were
Yeah,
going
and-
to ride him to victory, but
then the
ran
carrot
out of
ran out.
carrots.
The
so-
carrots ran
Aw.
It was sad.
We
It
made
was
a
sad.
dance floor at the carrot. The other carrot.
With the candy corn.
Yeah, the candy corn carrot thing, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It was quite magical. It's quite magical.
But oh
It
man,
was.
getting stuck in the border though was terrifying. I was
so
pillaring
funny.
up. I was pillaring up and I realized like I was in the border as I was going up and I was just like, I gotta go faster, It was so stressful. I was freaking out.
Casper got stuck in the border and I was freaking out. I was like, Casper, get out of there! I was more scared of the border than like.
Casper, you
anything
did very well, Casper.
Casper,
Well
good
done.
Good job.
Well done, darling. He kept me safe. He needed fishies at the end, so I had to go fishing for him. But yeah, he was good.
That's so
Who got enchanted?
He did great.
No.
No.
Tiff and I
Wow.
were. We were enchanted second episode.
Wow.
Holy moly, that's amazing.
Did anyone go to the Nether?
No.
I could never do that.
Oh man.
Who was in a mega taiga forever? Just us?
We were.
We were
I
for like 3
We
episodes.
were.
Me and Lizzie couldn't get out of it.
I found a million
Get out of it.
mushrooms. I was so happy. Like, oh, a chicken! I kind of accidentally killed one because I found a spawner. No, it's fine. There's a baby chicken. No, a baby zombie on a chicken. So I had to kill the zombie, but then I killed the chicken, so I held a funeral for the chicken that I killed. It was
Lovely.
His carcass is now in the ground with. I felt so bad.
Aww.
Terrible.
All right, well, did everyone have a good time?
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for watching all of our perspectives and supporting us. Make sure to go to all of the description links and subscribe to everyone, and we'll see you maybe sometime soon.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Oh, I hit
Violence is not the answer. Violence is bad.
Watch out for the cat!
Okay, so that was a pretty short after call. We probably should have talked a little bit longer. By the way, do you like this picture of me and a pig? It's Waddles, since I'm Mabel Pines. But anyway, I thought I would make the video a little bit longer by doing a Q&A. So I tweeted out a few days ago for people to send me questions about UHC, and I'm going to answer a couple of them right now. I do want to address something really quick, which is hate, particularly if someone kills someone that you're a fan of. Don't go leave hate on their channel because they killed your favorite player. That makes me so sad, and that's not why I created UHC, and that will definitely make it so that people won't want to participate in future seasons, which I don't think is what any of you guys want. So please be mindful that this is a game where you are supposed to kill someone, and that is the object of it, and I can promise you that none of the girls who participate were ever mad about being killed by anyone. They expect that, and we're all just trying to do our best. So be nice in the comments, please. Because I think we all want the same thing, which is to be able to keep doing this as long as it's fun for everyone and people like watching it. What are the requirements for girls to be in UHC? There aren't any real set in stone requirements to being in UHC. Obviously, you have to commit to posting the episodes at the right time, and you just have to be professional is kind of what I look for. I don't care about subscriber count. That's not something that I'm necessarily paying attention to. But I would say professional. I normally say that you shouldn't be concerned with what kind of equipment that you have when you're starting out your channel. You should just work with what you have. But to participate in a tournament like this, you do have to be pretty experienced at recording videos and have a pretty good computer because we do record for quite a while, and if you don't, then sometimes you can lose your footage or have corrupt footage. So you do have to have kind of a good computer and a channel that you upload to regularly. Why didn't Amy have a teammate? So I got that question quite a bit. Some people thought maybe Amy's teammate dropped out, but the reality is that I asked Amy if she wanted to participate, and she really did. But she let me know the way that she plays Minecraft isn't really necessarily all that compatible with ultra hardcore mode because one, she is a vegan, so she wouldn't kill any animals. She would have to either grow bread or make mushroom stew or pumpkin pie or find a village. So Amy felt like maybe that wasn't fair to team her up with someone knowing that she had those limitations, which I shouldn't say limitations because those are her, that's just the way she lives her life in real life and in video games. I mean, I don't kill people in real life. But anyway, I shouldn't say limitations. I should just say like those are her unique characteristics. And I kind of agreed with her, honestly, that it wasn't really fair to team someone with her if she knew that she was going to avoid those things that you have to kind of do if you want to succeed in the tournament. And so we had been just joking about how funny it would be if her teammate was an animal. And then since it was Halloween and like black cats kind of go with the Halloween theme, I made a joke about like her teammate would be a black cat, and we laughed about it. And then I was like, no, actually that's really funny, like do you want to do that? And she said yes. And so we just did it. Okay, the next question is, did you like recording with Shelby as a team, or was it frustrating? Honest answer, please. Having Shelby as a teammate wasn't frustrating at all. I was really happy to team with her. In fact, I invited her to UHC season 1 because I found her channel and I thought she was really funny, and she's a dog lover, which we didn't really get to talk about because I guess it was our situation was frustrating. The fact that creeper came out of nowhere and we don't know where it came from, and she had, only 3 hearts from the first episode. That was a frustrating situation because it felt like we really needed to get gold, but then at the same time, I started taking really stupid damage. And so then it was just like, okay, well now I can't really run as fast in the caves to find more gold because I don't want to take more damage until we find the gold, which means we just have to staircase around a lot. And then we ran into the border issues. So the situation was frustrating, but Shelby was definitely not frustrating. And I wish that we had gotten to talk more about like dogs and stuff during the episodes, but we were just kind of so tense. If there was anything you could have done differently, what would it be? I probably would have tried to sneak up on Mousy and MK. And I think we would have died because they were enchanted and they had diamond swords. Although I'm not sure if their armor was enchanted at the time, or their swords. I have to go back and check. But they were only wearing leather boots. And so I feel like maybe if we had played it perfectly and got it so that because they were separated. And I didn't know that, but when you watch their episode, what was it, episode 6 or when you watch that episode, they were separated. And so if we could have snuck up on one of them and taken them out and then snuck up on the other one and taken them out, then that could have really given us a chance. We could have had diamond swords, we could have enchanted, and then we really, I think that we were a little bit, we underestimated ourselves a lot. In the first season, Shelby came in second and I came in fourth. So we really should have been a little bit more confident. And I think that we would have had a really good chance if we had been able to kill them. So I would say that I would have tried to sneak up on them. That being said, I still think we would have died, but it would have been our best chance to make it farther in the tournament. Oh, and then another thing, speaking of MK, I guess I would have prepared my TeamSpeak a little bit more, because when we went to film on TeamSpeak, which is the audio software that we use to all be in the same call, I didn't have enough slots on my TeamSpeak for all of the players that we added this season. And so MK graciously let us all use her TeamSpeak and saved the day. So I just wanted to give her that shout out, because it was really, really awesome of her. So, big thank you to MK. Will there be a season 3? I think this is the most asked question. And I think I will just say maybe. And leave it to you guys. Would you be interested in a season 3 after this season? Will UHC and UHC collab, girls versus boys? This is not what this is about. It's not supposed to be a girls versus a boy thing. I named it UHC because it was a kind of, I thought, a clever play on words that my mom actually came up with. But it was never supposed to be this big, like, girl versus boy thing. There's so many UHC teams out there. I've been involved in one in the past. Aurelian's been involved in another. I'm sure, I think Ashley Marie has been involved in another. There's a lot of them out there, and usually there's not that many slots for girls. And so this is just a way of making sure that there are unlimited slots for girls. But I'm not opposed to having, like, it's supposed to be inclusive. It's not supposed to be like a really set, like, only girls allowed, no boys, ew. It's just a way of doing something fun for the girl Minecraft community, really. And I dislike seeing the comments that usually come at the first episode saying, that this is sexist or we're excluding boys. Because really, the reason that we're doing this is because I think a lot of times girls get excluded. What inspired you to make UHC? So the inspiration, there were really two inspirations. The first being wanting to have a series that everyone could watch, especially young girls, where they could see someone that was like them playing in a tournament like this. And then it was also about kind of coming together in the community as, some of the more popular female Minecraft channels, and playing with, up and coming channels and helping them grow and all kind of like working together, because I think that that's a really great thing. Why did it sound like there was a trumpet in the intros to the video? Probably because there was a trumpet. That was part of the song. Originally what happened was I had chosen a song and actually paid for a license for it, and I gave it to the person who I paid to do the intro, who is someone that I've worked with for a very long time. Actually, back before I had a YouTube channel, I worked with this person, and he edited a lot of videos that I produced with Joey Graceffa. If you are familiar with the work that we did in the past, there was a show called Joey's Dystopia, there was a show called The Click Click, Pop Wars, this is back in 2012. And we had that song on the intro, and then when we started to upload the videos with it, we got some copyright notices that shouldn't have happened because we paid for a license. But it was really, really close to when we wanted to put up the first episode, and so Shelby actually found the song, and it was really great, and we used it for the intro, but then Aurelian made a shorter version of it that we used as well, and that included a different part of the same song that featured sort of a, I guess, odd sounding trumpet. People were saying that they could play trumpet better than that person, which I don't doubt. But anyway, that's that was why. I didn't expect the trumpet to like be this really big deal, but I thought it was really funny that it was. How did you meet all of the girls in the first place? Let me try to go through the intro, I guess, and I can answer this question. Piper and Squig I met at Minecon this year. They came and introduced themselves to me, and I thought that they were really nice. They're in my vlog. Amy, of course, you know how I know Amy from Mermaid Mondays, Cupquake from Diversity, Cybernova from her toy channel, Toy Box Collectibles, and now she has her own channel. I have met Salem's Lady and Nettie Plays, both at Insomnia 54. Shelby, I have not met in person, but I had subscribed to her channel a while before. MK the Worst, I was introduced to through Aurelian, and Mousy. How did I meet Mousy? I feel like I knew her from Amy's channel, and I reached out to her on Twitter. Yami, I have met at Insomnia and at VidCon, and of course I go way back with Lizzie. And Aurelian, I think I met for the first time at PAX South this year, or last year, and Ashley Marie I met at also Insomnia 54. HMB, of course, goes back to the Cube. We started the Cube on the same day, and Kaleido I had never met, but B recommended her for the series. Were there any people who were supposed to participate but couldn't? I'm not going to name any names, but you know, I would say that just because someone isn't in UHC doesn't mean that I didn't invite them. You know, there were people that for whatever their reasons were decided not to participate, and that was totally fine. It wasn't anything, it wasn't a big deal at all, but you shouldn't just jump to the conclusion that because someone wasn't in means that I didn't invite them. Why is UHC so mean to you? You never get to enchant. I know. I could not find lapis in the first season, and in this season we never found diamonds. I think I found diamonds in either episode 1 or 2 last season, so that was very unusual. If we do a third season, I promise you I am gonna do my best to get enchanted very, very quickly. I think we just, you know, again, we had to play a really conservative game because of that blasted creeper. Why did you choose a mega taiga biome? I chose it because it's a biome that you don't see that often, and also because I had recently learned that Podzol is supposed to look like fallen leaves on the ground. And since this was taking place in fall, I thought that a mega taiga would be a really cool place to have a lot of the action in UHC. What I didn't think about was that they are called mega taigas for a reason. They are huge, and it's not very fun to be lost in one. And then also, there was a problem with this season of UHC in the sense that we didn't change the map size from the first season. And that was really a mistake on my part because we added so many more players that we thought, oh yeah, well, we'll keep the map the same, that's fine. Maybe more people will run into each other, but we didn't realize, of course, that since we were doing it as teams, it actually meant that there were less players in different positions on the map because everyone, the two teammates stayed together for the most part. So it was really, there was a lot more space in between where teams were spawned, and that made the series kind of go on for a lot longer than I anticipated. And so, in fact, when I died, I immediately started talking to the person that was hosting us, and I kept saying, like, shrink the border faster, because I didn't realize that the map was so huge